What if I told you that the workout you did this morning, the sleepless night you had last week, or even the fast food you ate yesterday, didn't just affect your body? What if those exact choices are currently writing the biological blueprint for your future son or daughter? Welcome back to Men Uncovered. Today, we're breaking down a hard truth that every man needs to hear. For decades, we were told that when it comes to having kids, men just pass on a fixed genetic code, like handing over a sealed book. But groundbreaking science proves we were wrong. It's called epigenetics, and it means your current lifestyle is actively programming the health, mindset, and resilience of your future children. You aren't just a passenger in your gene pool. You are the architect. Here is how you master it. Section 1. The Preconception Blueprint. This brings us to the ultimate execution phase. This science isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. This is the definition of the 1% elite mindset, taking absolute extreme ownership over things most people think are out of their control. Because epigenetics is reversible, you can actively upgrade your biological software. If you want to give your future kids the ultimate biological head start, you need to treat the 6 months leading up to conception like an elite training camp for your DNA. During this crucial window, you must focus heavily on nutrition and physical training. Prioritize whole foods, healthy fats, and vital micronutrients like zinc and folate to shield your developing cellular health. Combine this with consistent resistance training and cardiovascular exercise. Working out optimizes your entire hormone profile, which directly improves the quality of the epigenetic data you pass down. Section 2. Managing the invisible factors. Knowing this science means we have to address how to combat it, starting with managing your internal environment and eliminating toxic habits. Chronic stress pumps cortisol through your system, which can leave negative markers on your genetic blueprint. You must prioritize 7 to 8 hours of deep sleep, utilize daily breath work, and get outside to give your nervous system a chance to downregulate. Alongside stress management, you have to eliminate the environmental garbage. Nicotine, alcohol, heavy metals, and endocrine disruptors found in cheap plastics can leave permanent scars on cellular health. Dropping the vaping, cutting back drastically on alcohol, and swapping out ultra-processed foods gives your body a completely clean window to produce its best possible genetic data. Section 3. Metabolic legacy and stress blueprints. The deep dive into these generational pathways reveals 2 more massive factors: your metabolism and your mind. The first pathway is your metabolic legacy. Research shows that a father's metabolic health and diet at the time of conception directly impacts his child's future weight regulation and insulin sensitivity. If a father is struggling with obesity or a high-sugar diet, epigenetic tags pre-program the child's brain to crave calorie-dense foods, altering their metabolism before birth. The second pathway is the stress blueprint. When you live in a state of constant, unmanaged anxiety, it alters small RNA molecules in your reproductive system. Studies have found that fathers who experience high levels of chronic stress pass on epigenetic markers that make their children more susceptible to anxiety and lower stress resilience. You aren't just passing down your physical features, you're passing down your baseline nervous system stability. Section 4. Environmental toxins and cognitive health. Moving past the basics, we have to look at how your immediate environment shapes your child's physical and mental development. Exposure to toxic habits doesn't just impact your own energy levels or fertility rates. It directly alters the cellular messages passed down to the next generation. When you expose your body to chemical toxins, bad ingredients, and chronic inflammation, you alter the protective epigenetic tags around your DNA. Science shows that these compromised markers can actually impair the cognitive development, brain health, and immune function of your future children. Your habits today determine whether your child inherits a robust, highly defensive immune system, or one that is compromised from day one. Section 5. The software of life. How is all of this biologically possible? It comes down to understanding what epigenetics actually is. Think of your DNA as the hardware of a computer. It's fixed. You can't change the sequence of your genes, but epigenetics is the software. It's a system of chemical tags that sit on top of your DNA, acting like a massive panel of light switches. Epigenetics determines which genes are turned on, expressed as health, intelligence, and strength, and which ones are turned off or silenced. For men, this requires a massive paradigm shift. Every single sperm cell takes about 74 days to develop. During that 2.5-month window, those cells are constantly taking snapshots of your internal environment. If you are stressed, inflamed, and poorly nourished, you are tagging those cells with a survival mode blueprint. You are essentially passing down a negative biological weather report to your future child, telling them the world they are about to enter is hostile, scarce, and dangerous. Conclusion. Legacy isn't just about the money you leave behind, the business you build, or the last name you pass down. Real legacy is biological. It's written in the very cells of the children who will carry your torch into the future. Stop looking at your health as a purely selfish endeavor. The choices you make today are programming the reality of tomorrow. Build a body, a mind, and a lifestyle that your future kids will thank you for inheriting. If this unlocked a new perspective for you, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and share this with a brother who needs to hear it. This is Men Uncovered. See you in the next one.